Cikgu boleh.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Cikgu Aziah from SBPI Selandar. So today I'm going to do a sharing on paper 2. I hope you can bear with me till the end of the session because I think this session might benefit you because you're going to sit for paper 1 and paper 2 English next week. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's start with writing paper overview. So what you will have in writing paper, which is paper 2, okay, it consists of 25% of overall grade, okay? Because we have 4 papers, so every papers represent 25% and the marks will be accumulated in 1 grade, okay? Then we have 3 sections that aim at the A2 and B2 CAFR range. For writing paper, there's no word limit given, okay? There's no penalty for overlength or underlength of writing, okay? But still, whatever it is, if you have to plan your writing on what you are going to write for every paragraph because I'm afraid that you won't have time for you to complete your part 3 and part 2 because part 3 is quite difficult compared to part 1 and part 2. Okay, since there's no word limit given, okay, as long as you fit the descriptors, then it will be okay. Okay, so the duration of the test is 90 minutes. So 90 minutes will be given to you to answer paper 2 question. Okay, it has 3 parts and 3 questions and total of 60 marks are available in the test. Okay, so writing test task, okay, it comprises of 3 parts, okay, part 1, part 2 and part 3. Okay, for part 1, okay, it is a compulsory task where you have to write an email to a friend in about 80 words, okay? So the word limit is 80 words. So what is your task? You need to write an email to your friend, okay? For part 2, it is also a compulsory task for you to be completed too. Okay, in part 2, you need to write an essay and the length of the essay should be in 150 words. Lastly, we have part 3. Okay, in part 3, you'll be given choices, okay? It can be an article, review, report, or a story. And then you need to write in about 250 words. Okay, for part 3, why do we have 3 options? Okay, so you can choose question based on your preference. Okay, if you prefer to write article, then you can go for article. If you love to write a story, then you can go to narrative writing. Okay, so it is advisable for you to master and understand all 4 formats. Okay, because you need to be prepared and ready with all format that might come in part 3 of your paper 2. Okay. Next, when we talk about writing, definitely you should have and you should follow basic writing steps because it can be a guideline for you before you go for actual writing. Without a proper planning, okay, sometimes you might write things that is not related to the task, okay? So when we talk about writing paper, you should know what are the question needs, okay, in order to make sure that you know what are you supposed to write. Okay, so this is my suggestion for basic writing step. When you get the question, first thing first, you need to go for question analysis. Okay, what you should do under question analysis stage, you need to identify the format, who is the audience, okay? Number 3, you need to identify the content, okay? How many question requirement that can be found in the question or in the stimulus. You need to look for the main ideas of your writing, okay? And you need to identify what you should present in your essay. Okay, number 4 is the tenses used in your essay. You should clearly identify what is the tenses that you should use in order to lessen your errors. Okay, by identifying correct tenses that you should apply in your essay can minimize your errors. And lastly, you should identify what is the subject or what is the topic of your writing. Okay, you have to focus on the appropriate topic. Please don't waste your time by writing unnecessary things. Secondly, you can go for planning where you need to brainstorm what are you going to write in your essay. So you should have and you should prepare correct outline. Okay, so this is the part where you should brainstorm for the ideas. Okay, and lastly, go for the actual writing where you need to present your essay. Make sure you organize the points, start with the points that you have more ideas. Don't forget to use cohesive device and linking words plus conjunction. And then present good vocabulary and don't forget to present mixture of sentence structures. So these are the basic steps when it comes to writing activity. Okay, so let me repeat. You should start with question analysis, identify the format, who is the audience, what are the content that you should highlight in your answer, so what is the tenses that you should use, and what is the subject or topic of your essay. Secondly, you can go for planning. And then lastly, present your essay by organizing the points and then use cohesive device, okay, linking words, use good vocabs and make sure you have a mixture of sentence structures. Should be simple, compound, and complex. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have these 3 combination of sentences in your essay. Okay, now we move to part 1. Part 1 is an email writing. Okay, so in email writing, the task type is informal. What is meant by informal means that you can use informal language. It is more straightforward and also understandable. Okay, so in email writing, you are allowed to use contraction. Okay, give me an example of contraction. Okay, those who join me in this live session, you give me example of contraction. Okay, you are allowed to use contraction in email writing because this is an informal, you can apply informal language and also it has informal tone. Okay, example of contraction that allow in email writing are instead of using do not, you can use don't. Instead of using did not, you can use didn't. But do remember, these are all applicable for part 1 only, not for part 2 and part 3. Okay. So the task format for part 1 is you have to write an email to a friend in about 80 words. Okay. So under question analysis, okay, so you need to clearly identify, okay, thank you Shahid, I'm, okay, instead of using I am, you can make it informal by writing I'm, okay. So the format for part 1 is an email writing. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So when you read the question, you need to know to whom you write your email, to whom you are going to send your email. Lastly, identify the subject or the topic. So it all depends on the question needs. Okay. So you can find that from your, you can find all the information from the question itself. Okay, let's have a look on the first question. Okay. So I have 4 sample of question for part 1 that I want to do question analysis and also planning together with you. Okay. Okay, look at the first question. Okay. Part 1, short communicative message. Okay, you receive an email from your cousin Kaiden who has just moved to your town. Okay. Hello, my classmate and I are planning a surprise birthday party for our teacher's 50th birthday. Can you recommend a good venue for the party? What gift should we give her? What activities can we do during the party? Looking forward to your reply. Bye. Now, write an email to your cousin in about 80 words. Okay, let's do question analysis together. So tell me what is the format. You can give me you can give response in live chat. Okay, so what is the format for this question? Okay, the format is an email writing. Okay, so who is going to receive the email? So who is the audience? Who is the recipient of the email? Okay, the answer is Kaiden. Okay. So how many question requirements can be found from the question? Okay, let's have a look back on the question. Okay, my classmate and I are planning a surprise birthday party for our teacher's 50th birthday. Can you recommend a good venue for the party? So you need to give recommendation about a good venue for the party. So this will be your C1. So we have C1 here. So what is C1? You need to state the venue where you can organize the party. Okay. Okay, what gift should we give her? Okay, so here we need, the question asks you to give suggestion on, so when name of the present that you want to give to your teacher. Okay. What activities can we do during the party? So this will be your C3. Okay, thank you Nasuha. Yes, we have total of 3 requirements that you need to fulfill in this question. Okay, make sure in your email you present what is the venue for the birthday party, what are the possible gifts that you can give to your teacher, and number 3, what are the activities that you can do during the party. Okay, how about the tenses? What is the correct tenses that you can use in your answer? Can we use past tense? Or we can use present, future perhaps? Okay, which one is the answer? Can we use past tense in your email writing for this question? No, right? Because the event has not happened yet. Okay, you are going to give suggestion, means that you can use either future or present tense. Okay, so what is the subject? So what is the topic of your email? You need to clarify what is the topic, because we don't want you to write something that is not related to the topic. Yes, the topic is, okay, about birthday party, okay, where you want to celebrate the party for your teacher. Okay, thank you Maisara, thank you Iqmal. Okay, thank you again Nasuha, okay, for answering for the tenses question. Yes, you can use future or present tense. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's brainstorm. Okay, second step is you need to brainstorm the ideas. Okay, look at content 1. Can you give me suggestion? Where can you celebrate your teacher's birthday? Okay, so make sure. Okay, so here we have 3 things that you need to present in your email. Okay, C2, C1, C2 and C3. C1 is about the venue. So where can you celebrate your teacher's birthday? Where can you do the party for your teachers? Okay, let's say at school, okay? Or you can go to any restaurant nearby to your house, okay? So for this part, okay, please be specific. If possible, name the restaurant. So what is the suggested restaurant that you want to bring your teacher to, okay, for celebrating her birthday? Okay. Okay, how about C2? So what are the gift, okay, so or what is the gift that you can give to your teacher? You can give your teacher a book. Okay. Why? Okay, then state reason why you want to give your teacher a book. Okay. Thank you, Haikal. Okay, we can also celebrate your teacher's birthday at the cafe. Okay, let's say now we are talking about gift. Okay, so what would you give to your teacher? Okay, let's say you decide to give her a book. Okay, why did you choose a book? Because she loves reading. Okay, so because she loves reading will be your elaboration. Okay, then C3, what are the activities that you can do at the restaurant or at the cafe? Okay, thank you, Shahid. You can also give your teacher a handbag. Okay, then name the brand of the handbag. Okay, for example, Carolino, Sembonia, Coach. Okay, okay, you can also give fancy shoes. Thank you, Maisara. Okay, okay. How about the activities that you can do at the cafe during the party? Okay, you can singing song. Okay, go for karaoke. What else? Do any activities. Okay, be specific. Name the activities that you can do together with your teacher to during the celebration. Okay, done. We are done with question 1. Okay, let's have a look on question 2. Okay, you receive an email from your friend and who would like to join her in after school activities. You are interested to join her in the activity. Okay, the subject, be active. Okay, the email written by ann@gmail.com. Hi, I'm thinking of joining after school activities. Okay, after school activities means the activity that you can do after you finish your schooling session. Okay, would you like to join me? Do you think we should go for martial art lesson or baking classes? What should we prepare before attending any of these activities? Write to me soon by Ann. Okay, again, the format is email. Okay, who is the recipient? Who is the audience? Who is going to receive your email? Okay, Ann. Okay, Ann is going to receive the email. Okay, so what are the content? Okay, or how many content requirements that you should fulfill for this question? Okay, we read again the question. That is what we call as question analysis step. Okay, why do we need to go through this step? Because we don't want you to miss even one single point. Okay, for me, part 1 is a bonus mark for you because that is the easiest part among those 3 parts where I believe you can score with minimum marks of 14 out of 20 if you follow all the techniques guided by your teacher. Okay. Hi, I'm thinking of joining after school activities. Would you like to join me? Okay, this part will be your C1. Okay, do remember that you need to respond to every question in the stimulus. Okay, for this part, you need to give a response of yes or no. Normally, we will answer yes, okay, because we want to give suggestion to our friend or pen pal. Okay. Do you think we should go for martial art lesson or baking classes? Okay, here you can see you are given 2 options, then you need to decide on one. Make one decision, okay, either martial art lesson or baking classes. So this will be your C2. Any C3 in the stimulus? Okay, what should we prepare before attending any of these activities? Okay, so this part will be your C3. So you need to name things that you should prepare before you attending any of these activities. Okay, so here we have 3 question requirement, C1, C2 and C3. Okay. Now, tenses. What is the type of tenses that you should use? Is it present tense, past tense or future? Can we use past tense? Okay, can we use past tense? No, right? Because you are not you didn't has the experience of any after school activities yet. Okay, you are going to make decision either joining martial art lesson or baking classes. Okay, so we use future or present tense. Okay, what is the subject or what is the topic of your email? Okay, you're going to write or discuss about after school activities. Okay, thank you Iqmal. Thank you Nur Khadijah for answering my question. Yes, we can use present tense and also future tense. Okay, now we move on to the second stage, okay, where you need to brainstorm the ideas based on whatever you have listed in step 1. Okay. Okay, C1, you have to respond either yes or no. So how can you respond to your friend? Yes, I would like to join you for after school activities. No, I don't want to join you for after school activities. So you need to be firm by stating your answer either yes or no. And then give reason, okay, for the elaboration part, simple elaboration, give reason. Why would you love to join him or her? Okay, yes, I would like to join you, okay, for after school activities because I have free, because that is my free time. Okay. C2, you need to decide on one lesson, either martial art lesson or baking classes. Okay, let's say we choose martial art lesson. Okay. Now share with me, what do you think the possible reason of choosing martial art lesson instead of baking classes? Anyone can give me the answer in live chat? Okay, try to put yourself in the writer's shoes, okay? Why would you choose martial art lesson instead of baking classes? Okay, why people join martial art lesson? Okay, it's a kind of self-protection from danger. Can you name martial art lesson that you want to join? Yes, you can name it. Okay, taekwondo, silat, and so on. Okay, why do I want to learn martial art? Okay, because I want to get new experience. Okay, I am hunting for new experience. Okay, yes, thank you Rais for self-defense. Okay, thank you Khadijah as self-defense. Okay, yes, good word from you. Okay, let's say I choose baking classes. Okay, do remember choose one only. Okay, okay, let's say I go for baking classes. I prefer to go for baking classes as my after school activities. What would be the reason? Okay, Nazmi said, I would love to join martial art classes lesson because crime cases increase around my neighborhood. That is why I need to learn martial art to protect myself. Thank you very much. Okay, how about baking classes? Why do you think people might sign up for baking classes? Okay, because they want to get new experience by learn to bake cakes, okay, brownies, and cupcakes, example. Okay. I would prefer to join baking classes as my after school activities because I love food. Thank you, Iqmal. Iqmal Ijal, okay. Rais Najmi said, I have passion on baking dessert. That is why I am interested to join baking classes. Very good. Haikal said, okay, good point. Can sell the cakes so it can be part of my income. Okay, let's say you want to find extra fund to buy your books, then you can go for baking classes and take it as your part-time job. You can be part-time baker. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we move on to question 3. Okay, I'm going to read the question. Then this time I hope you are going to give me the answer. Okay, you can type out the answer in live chat. Okay, question 3. Hi bestie, how have you been? I'm so excited that the school holiday is just around the corner. Remember our plan for an outing that was cancelled last year as I had to move away. Guess what? I'm coming back next week. What are your thoughts about an outing in the near future? We can hang out and have a catch-up session. Let me know where do you think would be the best place to see you, and please suggest some activities that we could do together. Miss you much and do write back, John. Okay. Again, the same answer, right? The format is an email writing. Okay, who is the audience who's going to receive the email? Yes, John is going to receive the email. You are writing the email for John. Now, let's check on the content or question requirements that can be found from the stimulus. Okay, we look at the second paragraph. What are your thoughts about an outing in the near future? So this will be your C1. You need to give response. What is your thought about an outing in near future? So John is inviting you to go for outing. Okay, sorry. We can hang out and have a catch-up session. Let me know where do you think would be the best place to see you. So you need to name the best place to see you. Then this is your C2. And please suggest some activities that we could do together. So this is your C3. So how many question requirements that we have? We have C1, C2, and C3. Okay, tell me, what is the tenses that you should use when you write your email? Is it present? No, right? Is it past tense? No, right? How about present and future? Yes, present or future tense. Okay, so what is the subject or topic? Outing with John. Okay, so you are going to write email to John mentioning about the place that you want to see him and the suggestion on the activities that you could do together with John. Okay, now back to content part because we want to brainstorm the ideas. So C1, the answer should be yes or no. How about C2? Let me know where do you think would be the best place to see you. Okay, what would be your suggestion? Where would you like to meet your friend? At Klebang Beach. Okay. Other than Klebang Beach, name one place only. Anyone want to give a try? We can meet at Mahkota Parade. Whatever name that you have listed here, you need to give reason. Why would you suggest that place? Let's say I want to meet you at Aeon Mall. Then give reason because the mall is nearby to my house. I would like to see you at Kelebang Beach because last year you mentioned that you want to go for picnic, example. Okay, give one name of place and then give one simple reason for the elaboration. Okay, now we move to C3. Okay, what are the activities that you could do together with your friend at that specific place? Let's say we choose Kelebang Beach. Okay, name the activity that you can do there together with your friend. Saya nak berubah said we could meet at sports center or badminton court. Yes, because we can spend time playing badminton together. Okay. Okay, let's say you suggest to your friend that you would see him or her at Kelebang Beach because you want to enjoy picnic together with your friend. Okay, so what are the activities? We can go for picnic, we can enjoy our food, okay, and we can also build sand castle. Okay, so name 2 to 3 activities, okay, to convince the reader, oh, these activities can be done at the place that you have mentioned before. Okay, we can also go for snorkeling, okay. Okay, let's say you give suggestion, Khairul said, Nur Hadijah said the activity that we can do is to play bowling. So where can you meet your friend? At MIBC, okay, Melaka International Bowling Center. Okay, thank you. Okay, last but not least, question 4. Hi Tio, my parents are taking me to a fun fair in Batu Pahat next weekend. I recall how you visited one around 2 years ago when we were still in primary school. What did you see there and how did you feel? I am truly anticipating this visit to the fun fair as I will be accompanied by my siblings. You tell me too what you learned by visiting the amusement park in Kajang. I do want to glean some substantial information so that I would be able to write a post in Facebook about my upcoming excursion without a hassle. So this is the last sample of email question. So the format is an email writing. So who is the audience? You are going to write your email to Janice. Okay, Janice is going to receive your email. So how many question requirement can be found from the question? Okay, let's check back the stimulus. Okay, what did you see there? Okay, you have visited fun fair in Batu Pahat. Okay, means that Janice is looking for your opinion based on your experience of visiting fun fair in Batu Pahat. So in your email, you need to explain what did you see there, how did you feel. So this is your C1, C2. Do tell me too what you learned by visiting the amusement park in Kajang. Okay, so this will be your C3. So we have 3 requirements. C1, C2, and C3. So what is the tenses that you can use? Past tense, right? Because it all based on your experience. So what is the subject? Your experience of visiting fun fair in Batu Pahat. Okay, now we move to step 2, brainstorming for the ideas, C1, C2, and C3. Okay, C1, what did you see there? Okay, what normally we see when we go to fun fair? Okay, you can see Ferris wheel. Okay, you can see a lot of people. Okay, crowded of people. Okay. Okay, what else can you see at the fun fair? You can see roller coaster. Okay, so name things that you could see when you visited a fun fair in Batu Pahat. Okay. You have visited that fun fair last 2 years. Okay, so that is why Janice is looking for your ideas based on your experience. Okay, C2. How did you feel at that time? Okay, happy, excited, thrill, okay? Because that was your first experience visiting fun fair and you want to write all the things that available there. Okay, ghost house. Thank you, Ikmat. Okay, Hekal said I could see colorful light. Okay, especially when you visit the fun fair at night, you can see colorful light. Okay, Hadijah said I could see food truck. Very good. Okay. For content too, what is your feeling? Okay, I enjoy. Okay, I feel enjoy. Khairul, thank you. Haikal said, I feel good. Okay. Aina said, I feel amazed. Okay. Blossom. Okay. Any types of feelings that can show your excitement in visiting that fun fair. Okay. Now we move to C3. Do tell me to what you learned by visiting the amusement park in Kajang. So name one lesson that you learned. We should be brave. Okay, I learned to be brave. Okay, I learned to be brave. Why you learn to be brave? Because you should be brave in trying all the games available at that fun fair. Okay, the lesson that I learned from my visit to amusement park in Kajang is we should appreciate every moment wisely, okay, that we spend with our parents or family. Okay, so then after that you can go to step 3, where is you can start writing your actual email. Okay, go for the actual writing. Okay, this is how are you going to plan your writing. Always start with introduction, okay, where you should place your greeting part, okay. And then if you have 3 question requirement, do organize the points, okay. Do not mix everything up in one paragraph, okay. Okay, you can also place manage one paragraph for the content, okay. C1 you can place it in paragraph 2, C2 and C3 you can combine both in paragraph 3, and then you should have one simple paragraph for the closure. 3 to 4 paragraph would be okay. Okay. Okay, this is what is important in email writing. Okay. Don't forget to start with greetings. After this, I will show you what can you write in your greetings part. Okay. So greeting, normally you can place it in your first paragraph. Okay. You greet the recipient. If you ask question, make sure you have the answer for the question. And then you can also give a little bit introduction on what are you going to write in your email. Okay. Then, okay, this is what I mean. You can respond to the email. Okay. Yes or no question. Okay, the following paragraph, you should have the answer for the content. What is meant by 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 2? Okay, 1 plus 1 here means you should have one sentence for your main answer, and then you add 1 or 2 sentences for the elaboration. Okay, it is not compulsory, okay, but if you can write simple elaboration, it actually shows your understanding towards the question. Okay. Next one, you should have a closure for your email. Okay, write a proper closure. And lastly, don't forget to sign off your email. Okay, next. These are the phrases, okay, that you can use when you want to greet the recipient. Okay, you can say, hello, hi, dear Lisa, how are you? I hope you are fine. Okay, it was great to hear from you. Okay, when you want to state the purpose or reason for writing the email, you can start with firstly, I make the decision. It depends on the question needs. Okay, when you want to show next idea, consequence of the ideas, you can use next, furthermore, and so on. Okay. When you want to end your email, okay, end it properly. You can say or you can write, that's all for now. I hope to see your reply. Hope to hear from you soon. And I'm looking forward to your reply. Okay, students always forgot to use this, to write this, okay? They always forget to sign off the email properly, okay? Don't forget to sign off the email properly by saying best wishes, sincerely regards, take care, love, thank you, warm wishes, and with gratitude. And then you can drop down your signature. Okay, so these are the list of cohesive device or conjunction that you can apply in your part 1, part 2, and part 3 writing. Okay, So we have many actually. I've listed a few as your reference, okay? You can use and, but, or, firstly, lastly, initially to show additional ideas, okay? Next, then, in addition, furthermore, moreover, besides. Okay, you can also use however, therefore, although, unless, subsequently, for instance, meanwhile, without any doubt. To show comparison, you can use compared with, okay, in the same way, similarly, in comparison with, likewise, in short, on the whole, in brief, to sum up. Okay, don't be too ambitious by placing too many cohesive device or conjunction in your essay. For email writing, 5 to 6 cohesive device will be enough, okay? And then make sure you use it correctly, okay, and accurately. Okay, I'm afraid that you tend to write too many cohesive devices, and then what happened next? It represents different meaning. So please be careful. Okay, so we are done with part 1. Okay, we will move to part 2 essay. I'm going to show you a technique on how you can write your introduction, your content paragraph, and then how can you write your closure. The same method can be applied for article writing. Okay. What is meant by to sum up? Okay. It has the same meaning as in conclusion. You are summing up everything. You are tying up everything. Okay. Thank you, Mawar, for responding to my Sarah question. Okay. Part 2, guided writing. So this is an essay writing. The CFR range from A2 to B2. Okay, again, you can still score part 2 as part 1 too. Okay, part 1 and part 2 is still easy for you to score. Okay. Then for part 2, you are advised to write within the word range of 125 to 150 words. If you write more than 150 words, what will happen? Trust me that you won't have enough time to complete your part 3, which is more difficult. Okay. Okay, Clara asked, must we write only the required number of words, like not exceed 80 words? Yes, you should, okay? If the question asks you to write in 80 words, then don't exceed 80 words, okay? Because you will be given only 1 hour and 30 minutes to complete answering all 3 parts, okay? Part 1 and part 2 are easier compared to part 3. Definitely you need extra or more time for part 3. That is why it is very important for you to do question analysis, to plan your writing, and then you can go for actual writing without any disturbance or disruption. Okay? Okay. So guided writing, there are 2 types of writing. It can be reflective or argumentative or factual writing. So what is meant by reflective writing? Reflective writing is about you and you per se. Okay, so you are going to write based on your point of view, based on your experience. Okay. How about argumentative and factual writing? It's not about you anymore, but it involves people around you or community around you. It considers opinion of others. Okay, but basically for guided writing, the question is more related on you. We still seek for your opinion, okay, based on what you have experienced. Okay. So this is the suggested writing outline that you can follow when you want to answer part 2. It depends on question requirements, okay, but normally you may find 3 question needs that you need to fulfill for part 2. When we have 3 question needs, definitely you should have your intro and closure, right? So total of 5 paragraph. So this is my suggestion. So what can you write in introduction? Okay, introduce the topic. Later I will show you the simplest way of starting your essay. Okay, and then you have second paragraph to place your C1. Okay, but it depends. Sometimes C2 needs 2 points. Then you can place it in second paragraph. Sometimes we might place C1, the answer for C1 in introduction. Okay, Then third paragraph for content 2, paragraph 4 for content 3. Okay. Number of word introduction, you can write in 30 words, okay. Paragraph 2 in 35 to 40 words, okay. Paragraph 3 in 40 words, paragraph 4 in 40 words, okay. And lastly, you will have paragraph for your closure where you should conclude your main idea. And please remember, do not add any new idea in your closure, okay. So it can be in 10 to 15 words, okay. I'll back to live chat. There's one question. Teacher, if part 1 question email, can write in a foolscap paper or write in the question paper? Okay, write in the question paper. Okay, if you need more space, then you can go for the foolscap paper or the script that given to you. Okay. Okay, plan your writing by estimating number of words for each paragraph. Okay, for paragraph 2 to 4, always start with topic sentence. This is my favorite question. Okay, what is mean by topic sentence? Anyone can give me the answer? What did you understand about topic sentence? You should place topic sentence in paragraph 2, 3, and 4, where you place your content paragraph. Topic sentence here means the sentence that you present your main idea. So it always been placed in the first sentence of that particular paragraph because you want to give clear idea to the examiner. What are you going to write next? Okay. Okay. I will show you the first question. Okay. The question is, your class has been discussing how they spend their money and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about what you would spend your money on. Okay. So the topic is about how do you want to spend your money. Okay. If you have money, what do you want to buy? Okay. In your essay, you should write about what you would like to buy. So this is your C1. Reasons for your choice. Okay. So what is the keyword for second bullet? How many reasons that you should present in your essay? Is it one or more than one? Yes, more than one reason. Why? Because of the indicator of plural here. So we will have C2 and C3 here. Okay, 2 reasons at least for your choice of choosing that stuff that you want to buy if you have money. Okay, where do you usually buy these things from? Okay, so this is your C4. Okay, so that actually is the step 4 are the steps that you should take when you do question analysis. So again, we go for F. What is the format? The format is essay. To whom you write the email, to whom you write your essay? To your teacher, because your teacher is asking about your opinion. It's asking your opinion. What would you like to buy? Okay, or what would you like to spend your money on? Okay. So how many content requirements that you need to fulfill? We have 4, C1, C2, C3, and C4. What is the tenses that you should use? Present, right? Because you are writing a fact. Okay, or you can also use future tense, okay? And lastly, what is the subject? Okay, things that you want to buy using your money. Okay. Yes, thank you, Haikal. Because of S, okay, because of plural that we need to present 2 reason, Okay, banyak lava, more than one. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so we have done with question analysis. Okay, let's brainstorm the ideas. Let's say if I have money, okay, I want to buy an iPad. Why do you think I want to buy an iPad? Okay, so you should have reason. Let's say if you choose, I want to buy sport shoes. Okay, like Haikal said, I want to buy sport shoes. Then make sure you know the reason of choosing sport shoes as the thing that you want to buy if you have money. Because I want to go for jogging. Okay, that is why I want to buy a new shoes. Okay, let's say I want to buy an iPad. Nik Ina say things that you choose to buy. Make sure you know what are the reasons for your choice. Okay, 2 reasons will be okay. Okay, Lamaya said, I want to buy storybooks. Okay, why? Why did you say you want to buy storybooks if you have money? Because I love reading. Okay, So I want to add my collection, my book collection. Okay. Nick Ina said iPad is more convenient than bringing tons of books. Excellent. Okay. Yes, I want to buy iPad because it is more convenient. You can jot down the notes anytime, anywhere that you want. Okay. Okay. Nur Hadijah said, I want to buy iPad because it make my life as a student easier. Okay. So nowadays, because of the pandemic, we need gadgets, right? To enroll or to join any online classes. Okay. So we can also use a desktop, okay, or PC. But if you have iPad, you can make your life easier because you can go for online anywhere, anytime that you want, as long as you have the internet connection. Okay. So thank you very much. Very good. Okay. So I can see here that you know what you should do. Okay. Means that from the question, you need to state what is the reason, what is the thing that you want to buy, and then you should know what are the reason of your choice. Okay. The third bullet. Let's say I want to buy an iPad. Okay. I want to buy an iPad for my educational purposes because I want to find information. The third bullet is asking you, where do you usually buy these things from? Okay. Where do you usually buy iPad from? Okay, help me. Where can I buy? Where do you usually buy iPad from? I can go to shopping mall. Okay, shopping mall is general. Be specific. Where is the shop? Or where can you find iPad? Okay, from Swift or Mac City. Okay. Okay, if you want to buy a book, I can buy those books from popular store. If you want to buy sport shoes, where can you buy sport shoes? From Nike store. Okay, thank you. Sylvester said, I can shop online. Yes, very good. Okay, then state your reason. Why did you prefer to shop online? Okay, it is convenient. Save your time. Okay. Okay, I can buy iPad from the Apple store at the mall. Okay, thank you. I can buy online from the IG shop, gadget store. Okay, machine store. Thank you, Haikal. Okay, so I can see a lot of answers there. Thank you very much. Okay. Kira said, for me, I usually buy it on online shop because it is easier and not wasting my time to walk into the mall. Yes, it's true. Good answer. Okay, I would prefer to shop online because it offers me discount. Yes, we could see there are many promotions in Shopee and also Lazada, right? Okay, so you can use that as your point, the reason of why did you choose that place to buy the things that you want. Okay. Okay. Now I'm showing you, it's not 3 ways, 2 ways, sorry. Okay, 2 ways to start your essay. There are many ways actually, but I'm going to share 2 simplest method of writing the introduction. Okay, using the same question, so what are you supposed to write in your introduction? Okay, here I am suggesting to you to start your essay with probable of if, or you can start your essay with a question. Okay. Let's example with method 1. If I have money, I would like to spend on iPad. So I start with probable of if. Okay. So if I have money, I would like to spend on iPad. Do you need to state reason in your first paragraph? Not yet. Place your reason in second and third paragraph. But here, from your first sentence, you have mentioned the answer for C1. Okay? Means that you already informed the reader, the examiner, that the answer for C1 is already in your first paragraph, which is iPad. Okay, I want to buy iPad since a long time ago as it will give many benefits to me. Many benefits to me. Okay, you didn't state any benefit yet, right? Okay, so it's just in general. Okay, here are the reasons why I want to own an iPad. Okay, so this is actually the forwarding message. Okay, to give indicator to the examiner what are you going to say in your following paragraph. Okay, the second method is by asking a question. If you ask question, make sure you have the answer. You present the answer. Okay, for example, how do I spend my money? Okay, I would like to spend my money on iPad. See, you ask question, then you give the answer. Okay. After that, you give general explanation, okay, on why you should have iPad. Owning an iPad will give many benefits to me. Okay. Here are the reasons why I want to own an iPad. Okay. Can you combine these two methods in one paragraph? Yes, you can do that. So, another method of writing the introduction, you can also start with idioms, okay, or general statement, okay, about the things that you want to buy. But make sure you write the introduction that can impress the reader, that can grab readers' interest in continuing reading your essay. Okay, now we move on to writing the content or body paragraph, okay. So for your content paragraph, okay, you should write a good paragraph. Okay, start with a topic sentence. You can place topic sentence at the beginning of your paragraph or at the end of your paragraph. My advice would be place your topic sentence at the beginning of your paragraph because we want to give a clear view to the reader. What are you going to explain in that particular paragraph? Okay, how can you elaborate the ideas? Okay, we normally use 5 wife, 1 husband, right? Okay, so 5 wife, 1 husband stand for, anyone? Give me the answer. What, when, where, why, who. And H stand for how. So this is a normal or usual practice in expanding the ideas. But for today, okay, I'm going to explain how can you apply teacher technique. Okay, I did this with my kids. Okay, so I'm going to show you in my next slide. Okay, how can you elaborate your ideas using teacher technique? Okay, and then in your content paragraph, don't forget to use cohesive device and linking words. And lastly, end your paragraph properly with a concluding sentence by reaffirming back your points. Okay, so this is the things that you should have in your content paragraph. Thank you, Shahid. Yes, 511 husband stand for what, when, where, why, and who plus how. So that is a normal practice that we always do in expanding the ideas, right? But today I'm going to share with you, okay, how can you apply teacher technique in writing the elaboration for the points. Okay, before that, in your content paragraph, normally it contains of 5 sentences. It should have topic sentence, 3 supporting sentences, and 1 concluding sentence. Okay. Okay, what is teacher technique? Okay, pay attention. T stand for topic sentence. E stand for examples. Means that your first sentence, okay, will be the sentence where you place your main idea. That's what we call as topic sentence. Second sentence, you give example. Okay, that is why I use the acronym of E there. Okay. Third sentence, you write the cause. Okay, the cause, okay, all the example and cause are based on your topic sentence. Okay, semua bergantung pada topic sentence. Okay, your fourth sentence will be the effect. What is the effect? Okay, it also based on the topic sentence. And last sentence will be reiterate or reaffirm back your points. Okay, also, you also need to refer back to your topic sentence. So this is what I call as teacher technique. Okay, I will show you the example. Okay. Okay, so this is a table. Okay, you can see a table that has 6 columns here. Okay, so for topic sentence, okay, this is the structure that I explained to you just now. Okay, we use teacher to write a good paragraph. Okay, T for topic sentence, E for example, C for cause, E for effect, and R for reiterate or reaffirm back your point. Okay. At the same time, you need to make sure that at least from these 5 sentences, okay, out of these 5 sentences, you should come up with 3 to 4 cohesive device that you can start with. Okay. I'm showing you the sample. Okay. Your topic sentence, you can start with firstly. Other than firstly, what else that you can use here? Want to give me the answer? Other than firstly, what are the other cohesive device that we can use? Okay, Aisyah, reaffirm means that you restated back your topic sentence. Okay? Okay, firstly, first of all, the first advantages, the first disadvantages, the first reason or the first causes. Okay? The one in red, it depends on the question requirement. Now, our question just now is asking about the reason of buying iPad. Thank you, Ikmat. Okay, first of all, good. Okay, so our point, okay, our question is asking about reason. So I need to choose reason. Firstly, one of the reason is, okay, so that will be my sentence. Firstly, one of the reason is, okay. Okay, second sentence, you need to give example, right? Okay, thank you, Nasuha. Thank you. And to begin with, okay, you can also use that. Okay, excellent. Okay, when you want to give example, what are the possible cohesive device that you can apply in your writing? We always use for example, right? Okay, why don't you change it to for instance? To illustrate this, a clear example is, okay, we have many. Okay. Okay, and suggested sentence structure, for example, is compound or simple sentence. Okay, the third sentence in your content paragraph, you should give reason. Okay, it is because, okay, it is due to what? Okay, next one, writing about the effect. So how can you start your sentence? How can you begin your sentence with appropriate cohesive device to show the effect? You can use as a result, consequently, accordingly, hence, thus, that way. Okay, so these are the example. Okay, thank you, Ikmat. You can also use such as the example. Okay. Okay, lastly, the reiterate or reaffirm part. Okay, you can use suggested cohesive devices such as undeniably, unquestionably, inevitably, surely, and undoubtedly. Okay, so here for the concluding sentence in your content paragraph, you can use simple sentence. Okay, while for the effect, you can use compound or complex structure. Okay, as long as in one paragraph you can prove to the examiner that you can write different type of sentence structure, then it will be okay. Okay, thank you. I could see few answers in live chat. Nasuha Umaira said consequently. Yes. Okay, Fatima Tahir said as a result to show the effect. Yes, very good. Nasuha Umaira said therefore. Okay, Fatima said obviously for the reiterate part. Yes, very good. Okay, obviously. Okay. So we have many cohesive device that can be used in our essay, but make sure you use it appropriately and correctly. Okay, let me show you one example. Let's say the reason of buying iPad, okay, because it helped me in my study. So this is my point. So this is how I am going to place cohesive device in my topic sentence. Okay, look at this part. Okay, my topic sentence, okay. Firstly, so this is my cohesive device. Okay, you can also replace it with to begin with, okay, or first, One of the reason is iPad will help me in my study. Okay, so that is my reason. Okay, here you can see I use simple sentence. Why did I use simple sentence? Because I want to give clear idea to the examiner or to the reader. So this is my point. Okay, avoid writing a long sentence in your topic sentence. Okay, because it tend to distract the meaning. Okay, so that is why I am suggesting to you to use simple, or if it involve reason, definitely you need to use the term of because, right? So that then you will compose complex sentence. Okay, again, your topic sentence should be clear and simple. Okay, so it can give clear explanation to the reader on the points that you are going to explain in that particular paragraph. Okay, now we move to the second part. Okay, tengok sini. Okay, look at this. Okay, so you want to give example. What are the example that can I explain? It helps me in my study. Okay, for example, so I use for example. I can replace it with for instance. Okay, I can visually write my notes and serve any reference using the device. So the examples that I gave to you, that I shared to you, are the activities that I can do freely by using my iPad. So if I have iPad, I can virtually write my notes and also serve any reference using the device. Okay, so you give example. How many examples that you can give? 2 will be okay. Okay, 2 will be enough. Okay. Okay, the third sentence, you need to explain the cause, the reason. Why do you say that having iPad can make you easily write down the notes and refer to any sources from the internet? Okay, so I start with this is because. This is because I do not want to face inconvenience in opening my laptop and at the same time taking notes in my book. Okay, so you want to open your laptop, then at the same time you need to jot down all the notes in your notebook. Okay, if you have iPad, you can have dual faces of interface. Okay, so on your right you can watch the video from YouTube or read any sources from the internet, and on your left right screen you can jot down the notes in your iPad. Okay, so what is the effect if you have the iPad? What will be the effect to you? Okay, so I choose hands here as the cohesive device that I want to use in my essay. Okay, so you can also replace it with as a result, consequently, accordingly, thus, that way. Okay, what will happen? It will save me some time from jotting notes manually and help me to focus on my study. Okay, last one, under reiterate part, okay, where you need to reaffirm back your points, okay. So you can say here, undoubtedly, okay, how can you write the reiterate part? Okay. Looking at the effect generally, okay. Restated back the effect but using different words, okay. Owning iPad is beneficial for the sake of my study, for the sake of studying. So we know that if you own iPad, it benefits you in many ways, especially in improving your study. Okay. Now, I want you to help me. Give me the reason on why you should buy iPad. Anyone can give me the answer? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, I am looking for the second reason of buying iPad. Okay, to release our stress. Okay, let's say we choose to release our stress. Okay, give example. How can iPad can help you to release your stress? Yes, good example. You can watch movie. Other than watching movie, you can do online business. Okay, so here you give example. How can iPad help you to release your stress? For instance, I can watch movie and do online business. Okay. Why do you think you need iPad to release your stress? Okay, this is because okay, for coding part, give me the answer. Okay, secondly, I want to buy an iPad because it helps me to release my stress. For instance, I can watch movies and do online business. This is because as a student, I have a lot of things to do and it stress me out. Okay. Okay, what will happen to you if you have iPad? Then the iPad help you to release your stress. Okay, what will happen to you? Thus, I can focus more on my study as I am happy with my life. Example. Okay. Unquestionably, okay. Okay, the last part reiterate back the statement. Unquestionably, buying an iPad help me to enjoy my life. Okay, help me to feel happy with my life. Example. Okay. Okay, Priya said, I want to buy iPad because I want to release my stress. Okay, so for example, I can listen to the music and playing games online. Okay, you can also watch movie using iPad. Okay. Aikal said it costs because it has a lot. Okay, because I have a lot of homework from school. So watching movie can help me to reduce my stress. Thank you. Nur Aina said can avoid from stress. Okay. So looking at the answer given by you, I believe that you understood on how you can apply teacher technique in your writing. Can you apply teacher technique for article and review writing? Yes, you can do that. So, okay. So actually the one that I share with you, you can apply for part 2 and part 3, where part 3 you can use for your article and also review writing. Okay, next slide. I want to show you when you want to give opinion or suggestion, okay, advice and recommendation. So these are the things that you can write. Okay, always start with cohesive device, okay, then follow with you should, you must, or you may, or you have to what. Okay, let's say you want to give advice to your friend, where can they buy the iPad? Example, okay. Firstly, you should buy iPad from the shopping mall. Example. Firstly, you should follow the timetable prepared by your parents. Example. Okay. Okay, the next sentence, okay. Furthermore, moreover, next, okay. So these are the cohesive device that you can use. It is advisable for you to what? It is recommended for you to follow the guideline given by your teacher. Example. Okay. Okay. How about using Joran in giving suggestion, advice, and recommendation? Okay. you use Geran, okay, making a shopping list is recommended or advisable. Making or preparing a timetable, it is advisable for you to manage your time properly. Okay. Okay, last one. What can you include in your closure? Okay, in your conclusion. You need to use introductory paragraph as a guide, okay, because you need to sum up everything in your conclusion. You can restate the main ideas back, but if possible, use different words, okay? We want to avoid repetition. Besides, okay, you can also provide some insight. What is your perception? What is your opinion towards the topic that you have written? Don't forget to end the essay with a positive note, okay, to show how convincing you are, how firm you are about the topic that you have written. Don't forget to give the reader a sense of closure. Okay, reiterate and summarize main points. Okay, same with the second bullet, and rephrase and restate your main points. Okay, so this is the example of your conclusion or closure. Okay, I use the cohesive device of all in all. Okay, other than all in all, what we can use here as a conclusion? What else? In a nutshell. Okay, nutshell lagi. What else that we can use here? In a conclusion, to conclude, okay. Okay, to conclude, there are many reasons why I want to buy an iPad. Clearly, I really need, okay, thank you Zul. Zul said hands, okay. But hands actually to show effects, right? Okay, good try. Nurin Irdina said to sum up. Yes, we can use to sum up. Thank you. To sum up, there are many reasons why I want to buy an iPad. Clearly, I really need iPad in improving my grades and adapting myself to a modern lifestyle. Okay, so this actually taken from my content paragraph, but I did rephrase it using different words. Okay. Thank you, Ikmal. Ikmal said we can use lastly. Yes, we can use lastly. Okay, there are many reasons why I want to buy an iPad. Okay. Then I give my perception in my third sentence. iPad is not only a simple gadget, but it has become necessities in improving one's learning style. Because in your previous paragraph just now, you mentioned that when you have iPad, you can join online class, you can surf for any information from the internet. So I rephrased it using my own words, okay? Restating the same idea but using different words, okay, by saying it improving one's learning style, okay. It will not a regret in spending my money for it, okay. So this is a sample for your conclusion. Okay, Aina, yes, you can use last but not least. Okay, thank you, Shidi. Okay, so how many cohesive device can be found in my conclusion? Okay, I have all in all here, and I also use clearly. Okay. Okay. So again, the same technique. Okay, teacher technique can be applied for your part 3 too, for article and also your review writing. Okay. Okay, the last section will be your part 3. Part 3 is an article writing. Okay. So what is important in article writing? Okay. In article writing, we use less formal tone. Okay. But you need to make sure that readers have interest to read your article. How? You need to make readers get engaged with your writing. Okay. By having a nice introduction. Okay. Interesting introduction. And get them engaged with a concrete thesis statement or concrete ideas, and then end it with a proper closure. Okay. So what is important in article writing? Okay, you need to deliver your ideas in a direct way. Okay, express the ideas clearly. Okay, start with a thesis statement or a clear topic sentence. Okay, same like part 2, right? Okay, and support your statement with elaboration and example. Here you can use teacher technique too, or you can also use 511 husband. Okay, and lastly, don't forget to use cohesive device and linking words. Okay, I'm not going to explain more about article and review because it has the similar technique like part 2 writing. Okay. Okay, let's revise on what you should do if you choose story writing. Okay, what is story writing? Story writing is a description, either true or imagined, of a connected series of events. Okay, so story writing actually is a way for you to present connected events in order to tell a good story. Students who choose narrative writing, normally they don't like to write facts. Okay, so that is why they choose story writing. Okay, it can be in a written form of narration. Okay, it can be personal essays, fairy tales, novels, short stories, and also plays. Okay, what you should do? Same method as what we discussed just now. You need to read the question carefully, identify the question requirements, okay? Draft your plot, okay? Create a story framework before you go for actual writing. You need to know who is the main character, what are the obstacles that the character faced, okay? And how did the character overcome the problems, okay? Okay, and then use literary devices. Okay, don't forget to check your grammar and punctuation. Okay, the tenses. Normally we use past tense except for direct speech or dialogue. Okay, and lastly, be creative and imaginative. What important for narrative writing is you need to be creative. So how can you be creative? Do search or do watch a lot of movies where you can get ideas from the movie or the books that you have read. Okay. Why we should be creative and imaginative when we write a story? Because we want to hook the readers. Okay, that is why it is necessary for you to be creative when it comes to narrative writing. So this is the plot stages that you should follow. Start with exposition, where you write the background of your story, follow with rising action, and then you should have your climax here where you present one conflict. And where's the solution? The solution will comes in falling action, and lastly your resolution. Don't forget to end your story properly. Okay, involve tying up the climax and falling action. Okay, you can also use epilogue. Okay, use your creativity. Okay, but make sure no matter how creative you are, make sure you fulfill all the question needs. Okay. In your story writing, you can include these important things. First, write the description of the character. Okay. So how can you write the description of the character? You can describe the character according to his physical appearance, use correct adjective to describe the character, choose descriptive details, okay, because it allows sensory reactions, okay. The reader can sense of the experience, can imagine how the story looks like, okay, and it allow reader to transport herself or himself to the scene, okay. And lastly, do write the physical and character traits of the character that involved in your story. Okay, secondly, don't forget to involve emotion and feeling in your story. Okay, why? If you have emotion and feeling in your story, it can touch and it can help to touch the readers. Okay, they like to imagine by themselves. So, writer, your task is you should make readers feel the fear and joy, make them feel grief and excited reading your story. If you can, then try to make them laugh and cry and shiver from all the story that you have written. Okay. So how can you do that? Okay. You need to write the scene showing rather than telling. Okay. Tease readers with hints of what are they going to expect or on what will come next in the story. Okay, next one. Okay. So these are the examples of how can you express sound in your essay. Okay. Boom, I heard a loud crash. Okay. So instead of having a statement of I heard a loud crash came from the back of my house. So you put the sound in your essay. So the reader will wonder what that crash was all about. Okay. It makes them get interested to read the story. Okay, in your story writing, you can also write the dialogue. Okay, for example, you can start with "Get out from my house," she told her husband. Okay, so this is another way to start your story by presenting a dialogue. Okay, the reader may have intention to read more because they want to know what happened to the husband. Okay, what has happened to the husband because the wife chased him out. Okay. And you can also start with a question. Okay, we start the story with a question because we want reader to continue reading. Okay, as it confirms surprising the twist and turn of the story. You can also start with setting. Okay, describe the setting, explain where and when the story happened. Okay, so reader definitely want to know what happened next after reading the setting that you have presented in your exposition. Okay, so I think that's the end of my talk for today. Okay, before I end, okay, here are a few reminders that I would like to remind you again before you finalize your answer, before you hand in your answer, what you need to do. Okay, do question analysis to identify or to clearly identify what you should write in your essay. After you did your question analysis, then you can go for brainstorming or planning your essay. So you need a proper planning in order to make sure that you are writing something that is appropriate. Okay, we don't want you to write something that is out of the topic. Okay, and then you can go for the actual writing. Make sure you have used cohesive device in your essay. Use adjective, okay. You also need to use variety of sentence structures, okay. And then don't forget to do self-editing. Okay, self-editing or self-check is very important in order to minimize the errors. Okay, we want you to score full marks for content and also marks for organization. How can you score marks for organization? We will look on the use of cohesive device and how did you organize your essay. I think those two criteria will be easily scored by you, okay? Because if you fulfill the question requirement, definitely you will get full marks for content. Communicative achievement, it depends on how did you respond to the question. Okay, part 1, we want to see a straightforward message. Okay, part 2 and part 3, we want to see the ideas elaboration. So make sure you have the elaboration for part 2 and part 3. Okay, for organization, we will check on your cohesive device and how did you organize your essay. Okay, why did I say that you can still score 5 marks for O? Because you should know in your mind what are you going to use for, what are the cohesive device that you are going to use in your writing. Okay, strongly remember all cohesive device, as many as you can, then you can apply it in your writing. Okay, and lastly, language. You can still score high marks for language, okay, maximum of 5, if you know how to do your self-editing. Okay, how can you do self-editing? You can check on basic grammar rules such as infinitive to, the use of models, subject-verb agreement, and also spelling. Okay, avoid doing any minor or major errors in order to make sure that the reader or examiner can read smoothly your essay. We don't want to make them feel distracted because if there's too many errors, it tend to impede their reading. Okay, so do remember that the examiner will mark your essay based on these 4 requirements. Number 1, content, communicative achievement, and then we have organization, and lastly, under language. Okay, so try your best. Okay, okay, if you look at the slide, okay, understand the question, plan your writing, ensure your essay has a clear structure, okay, and be creative in presenting the ideas. And definitely, you need to do a lot of reading in order to get more ideas. Okay. still have time, okay, still not too late, okay. Don't give up. I will pray for your success and I hope everyone can score A for your English SPM 1119 paper. Okay, I think that's all from me. All the best for your SPM next week. Thank you very much and Assalamualaikum.